Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. Let me show you what is going on the markets. We have few interesting movements. The most important is the strength of the American dollar, but also on the first page we do have a weakness of the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. Let me show you the calendar first, and you will see where's this weakness of the New Zealand dollar coming from. As you can see, overnight we had a data from the job market, so participation rate, unemployment change, all of those data were, and labor cost index were worse than expectations. So you can see terrible data, and New Zealand dollar is going down, dragging Australian dollar too. In 2 and 3 hours, what do we have as important events from UK? So definitely pound should be volatile. We have also May Juncker meeting. So Brexit saga continues. And 3.5 hours speech from Mark Carney, Governor of Bank of England. So definitely Thursday, busy day all over the world, from Australia, New Zealand, to Europe, to United States, because we will have initial jobless claims speech from Fed member. We had a speech from also Jerome Powell. So as you can see, it is quite busy. So with that being said, let me show you the charts, and we start with gold. So on gold, I was optimistic. I thought that $1,307 for ounce will be defended because for a long time it was an important support resistance here. Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. But reality was different, and this support got broken, as you can see here. So the price is below $1,307 for ounce. Does that mean that the buy signal is gone? Well, from this setup, yes, but from this, no. So in my opinion, buyers can still be optimistic. Why is that? Because this is an uptrend line. We are still above the uptrend line, and this downswing, this correction is shaped like a flag. Flag is a trend continuation pattern, so flag should result with the breakout of the upper line of this formation and a further upswing. So the perfect scenario for the buyers, would be upswing right here, right now. But from the technical point of view, what would be nice would be an upswing here, bounce, downswing aiming the uptrend line, and the $1,297 for ounce support, which is marked with a yellow color here. So the price going up here and dropping here would be a good buying opportunity, in my opinion. That would look really nice. But there is always one but. This is an optimistic scenario, but look at this. This is left shoulder, this is head, this is right shoulder. So the price created head and shoulder pattern and head and shoulders pattern. This is a neckline got broken, and we usually measure the potential target of this formation, right? The potential target is measured like this. So you get the neckline, you get the top of the head, you put this on the breakout of the neckline, and this is the potential target. So as you can see, this head and shoulder pattern is rather small, should not be lethal. And this scenario can work out like here, drop, maybe long tail, and an upswing. So the thing is that yes, $1,307 per ounce was broken, which is not the best information for the buyers, but the buy signal here is still on. Maybe the setup is not beautiful, but the buy signal seems on because we are above the uptrend line, we are above the horizontal support, and we are in a trend continuation pattern. Trend for gold is recently bullish. The weakness on gold is coming from the strength of the American dollar. So when the American dollar is stronger, gold is weaker usually. From the technical point of view, where is the strength coming from? Well, it is coming from the breakout of the blue line. This is a false breakout. So, and usually false breakout results with the strong movement in the opposite direction. This is what is happening here. False breakout. Traders understood here that it's a false breakout because the price climbed back above the blue line and they went higher. The price yesterday, the price broke the upper line of the wedge. This is a wedge. Wedge is a trend continuation pattern, so wedge was promoting a further upswing, and this is what is happening. Breakout of the upper line of the wedge, upswing. Maybe we'll have a correction and a further upswing. So it looks positive for the buyers. Strength of the American dollar can be also seen on the American dollar to Swiss franc, where we were telling you that the price is fighting on the important resistance, and this important resistance was the parity, or 1. Okay, 1 Swiss franc for 1 American dollar. That was a resistance for quite a long time. That was a resistance since November, end of November. And eventually this resistance was broken 2 days ago. Then tested as a support yesterday, and now the price is aiming higher. So this is a proper legitimate buy signal. Stop loss for this buy signal should be somewhere here, and the price should aim higher and higher and higher. Those 3 instruments were the instruments from the Trading Sniper video, and all of them were showing the strength of the American dollar. Now let's focus on other instruments, euro to Canadian dollar. Here the price was trying this inverse and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder, but as you can see, they are, we can see a reversal now. So actually I'm gonna remove this chart because it does not have any strong pattern. Euro to British pound. Here we finally should get a final outcome result today. Technical analysis is telling me that we should go to the downside. So we should expect like a hawkish statement from Reserve Bank of Bank of England. Why? Because there is a downtrend that is just a correction. Correction is a wedge, and according to the technical analysis, we should see the breakout of the lower line of the wedge. That is coming from the technical analysis here. Downtrend, correction, downtrend. So my view on euro to British pound is rather negative. I think that this support will be pulling the price with the gravity, and we should see the price there. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. So yesterday I created this scenario, scenario of a reversal, almost on the bottom, as you can see, and the reversal happened. Obviously this reversal happened after the data, but it did happen. So what's that? That's a false breakout. That's a false breakout below super important horizontal support. We are back again on the yellow resistance, back again. This resistance is working here. But the scenario, I don't think that this downtrend line is important. Horizontal lines are more important. For me, the best scenario right now, the most probable scenario would be pullback and then a breakout of the yellow resistance and then an upswing. It would be really nice to see something like this, and that would be a proper buy signal. Australian dollar to Swiss franc. Yesterday I created this scenario that maybe we should see a reversal and then an upswing, but the price is ignoring reversal and is going for a downswing straight away. Where is the downswing coming from? Well, downswing, correction, downswing, downswing, correction, downswing, correction, downswing, correction, downswing. So it's just the trend. In my opinion, trend should be continued here. Double top formation also. I just thought that the broken support will be tested as a resistance. Well, maybe it will happen like tomorrow or next week. But in overall, in the long term, the dominant trading signal here is bearish. Canadian dollar to Swiss franc, my view was bearish, and it's happening, as you can see here, yesterday and today. So we can remove this. What can we say about this chart? The price is trying to fight on the uptrend line, trying to fight with the hammer on H4 and a false breakout maybe. So this can be an interesting buying opportunity. So buy signal will be created when the price will close above the blue line, because that would mean a false breakout, that would mean an usage of this uptrend line, and it would be, yes, it would be quite good buy signal, and also it would be a good buy signal from the long-term point of view, because as you can see, this is a false breakout. So in general, the price should climb higher. Let's check the risk to reward ratio. As you can see, this should be the, okay, let me remove this line. This upper line of the triangle should be the target here. So, okay, on H4 chart, yes, this is this line. So the best buy signal would be here when the price would come back. Stop loss should be here, like 30 pips. Take profit 170 pips, almost 6 times bigger than the potential loss, which makes it a great risk to reward ratio with positive swaps as well. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Here we are not so optimistic because the price bounced from the horizontal resistance. We can see the chance for a further drop. Euro to Swiss franc. Look at this. Yesterday we created this scenario of a drop. The drop is happening. Maybe it's not the strongest on the record, but it is happening. What I'm saying here is a test of this orange support and a further upswing. The candle from 2 days ago, really bearish, beautiful shooting star, false breakout above those highs. So no surprise totally, I'm not surprised that the price is going lower here. Euro to New Zealand dollar. As you can see, a few nice factors here. Maybe on H1 chart it will look better. So here is the hawkish statement from Reserve Bank of Australia. Here is the dovish. Here are the dovish comments from Reserve Bank of Australia governor, and here is the disappointing data from New Zealand. So as you can see, positive factor, negative, negative, and it's all beautifully reflected in price. That allowed the price to create a double bottom formation. First bottom, second one, breakout of the resistance, breakout of the downtrend line, and an upswing. Now we do have a correction, but the buy signal is on here. And so I was telling you that I had a short position here, stop loss was here, the price went lower, I moved my stop loss to the break-even point, and look, this is why it is always good to protect your order. Why? I opened here, stop loss was here, 45 pips. At some point this 46. This order was giving us almost 90, so 2 to 1. The profit was twice as big as the potential loss. Okay, and then I moved my stop loss to the break-even point, the price reversed and closed this. So let's say the loss was 1,000 euros. If that was 1,000, it means that at some point I had 2,000 euros profit. So if the price reverses and from 2,000 profit goes to 1,000 loss, you lost 3,000. Alright, so you shouldn't allow that to happen. That's why once you're on a nice profit, you should protect this profit by moving your order to the break-even point. This is a nice lesson for the traders. I think that's how you should trade and that's how you should manage your position. Now Bitcoin is going down as expected because we had this pennant, breakout of the low line of the pennant, drop. They try to pull back long tails, fair enough, but again the power of the gravity, this blue line, resistance, support, I think that the chances that the price will get there are pretty high. Euro to Japanese yen, bounce from the horizontal resistance, we are expecting a further drop. The price did go down. This price action is not encouraging to go short, maybe a small pullback and then a drop. That would be really more than welcome. But general sentiment for the euro to Japanese yen is negative. Euro dollar, euro bounce from the upper line of the triangle is going to the lower line of the triangle. Breakout here, sell signal, bounce here, buy signal. So this is how you trade triangles. This is how you trade sideways trends. British pound to New Zealand dollar. Interesting case of a false breakout. Here, double bottom, false breakout. Come back above the lower line of the flag. And this is positive. This is positive, but obviously don't go for it right now because of what? Because of this. We do have a data soon. Interest rate decision, minutes, inflation report, everything. Speech from Mark Carney. So technical analysis does not work when we do have fundamental events like this, like that. Next one, New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc, proper sell signal. Yes, downswing, channel up formation, downswing. Breakout of the lower line of the channel up formation is a signal to sell. That is a double top formation. It looks like a proper sell signal. And this looks like a proper resistance right here. Where is the support? Let's say the support is here. The only bad thing in this occasion is risk to reward ratio. So maybe one should wait for the upswing, and then something like this. You'll know where to place stop loss order. New Zealand dollar, American dollar. This is a combination of the weakness of this New Zealand dollar and the strength of the dollar. So weekly chart is really nasty for the buyers. There is a horizontal resistance double top on this. The last support, the last stronghold is this line. As you can see, it works a little bit, but a drop here will be a definite sell signal for this instrument. And American dollar to Japanese yen, rectangle, breakout to the downside, false breakout. This chart is a bit messy, hourly chart is a bit messy, so I don't see any good setup here. This is a sideways trend, not the best place to trade. I think we can move this resistance a bit like this. And the price closing a day above the blue area, that can be buy. Right, let me recap the situation for you here. So gold in overall still positive, but we can expect a short-term downswing. Dollar index upswing. American dollar to Swiss franc buy signal. Euro to British pound waiting for the sell signal, but watch out for the data. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar breakout of the yellow line buy signal. Australian dollar to Swiss franc in general maybe a pullback, but long-term sell signal. Canadian dollar to Swiss franc, that would be really nice to see a buy signal here when the price if the price would close above the blue line. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen sell. Euro to Swiss franc long-term buy, short-term sell. Euro to New Zealand dollar short-term sell, long-term buy. Bitcoin sell. Euro to Japanese yen sell. Euro dollar sell. British pound, New Zealand dollar hard to tell. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc short-term buy, long-term sell. New Zealand dollar to American dollar sell, and American dollar to Japanese yen rather buy, but no signal now. So guys, this is the market right here, right now. I hope you enjoy this webinar, and it's the market movements are now clear for you, and you will be able to use it for your benefit. So thanks very much for attending daily analytical report. This webinar now short, half an hour break, and we continue with the educational webinars with the technical analysis. So good luck in trading, all the best.